Thank you, Chairman and sponsor. The challenge that I have with this, and it's come up a couple of times in this committee, is related to supporting an action of a state who claims that there is an invasion happening. I believe that's language that you have as well. And part of it is related to the guarantee clause, or at least what I read about your bill. And the guarantee clause within the United States Constitution is really engages our executive, which is the president, and the legislative branch. In this case, it was related to Congress. So why should the actions of a state claiming the constitutional authority of the federal government be something that we commend, particularly when it's dealing with actions that could be more detrimental than helpful to solving the problem?
Representative Barrett, you recognize.
Well, I think we have a fundamental disagreement as to whether or not something is helpful or causing more problems than it may seem. And more importantly, the issue at question here, we're not passing a bill, we're passing a resolution to commend the governor and urge him to continue supporting Texas. But if we want to get into the nuts and bolts of the invasion and the Constitution, essentially what I would offer to you is that the Constitution demands, not only authorizes, but demands that the states have the right to, and really the duty to defend their borders when the federal government does not do so. And that's the situation that Texas finds itself in right now. And as we're all finding out, all 50 states, or at least the lower 48 in particular, is that when the federal government doesn't do their duty and fulfill their obligation to defend our state's borders, then we all are in the same boat, and we all end up having negative consequences as a result of that. So that's why I want to commend the governor for his support for Governor Abbott in Texas and urge him to continue providing support to Texas.
Quick follow-up, Representative Pearson.
Thank you
You're
so much.
recognized, sir.
Thank you, Chairman. In reading this, the United States of America is obligated its responsibility to enforce federal immigration laws to protect several states, resulting in unprecedented illegal immigration, with more than 6 million illegal immigrants crossing our southern border in just 3 years. It misses a whole lot of context, such as the removal of Title 42, which was in effect due to the COVID-19 pandemic that we were experiencing. This legislation, I fear, continues a line of xenophobic legislation that encourages us to be afraid of people who are immigrants, that encourages us or uses language that tells us that they're, by using the word invasion, it's like some attacker is coming to get us. And I really don't believe that is something that we should encourage. And I would just encourage you on this as relates to the guarantee clause that's mentioned here, is that you just look at Luther v. Borden in the Supreme Court of 1849, where it really separates the fact that the executive, in this case the president's responsibility, and the legislature as relates to Congress's responsibility to uphold and protect us if there is an invasion, and that what is being called an invasion is a political word and a political showman, but not an actual invasion, which in this case would have been meaning foreign countries, in essence, attacking our borders that we would need to protect ourselves from, not people who are seeking exile and asylum. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Representative. Thank you, Representative Pearson.